is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Leopard!
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Here's Jackson to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Detroit!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
No, check, Patriots.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he coughed it up. And that might be Titan football. It is. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Darnold now on second down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Fournette on the counter. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Denver getting set to take the field. They got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the hip to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Jackson on second down, escaping the play, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that play going absolutely halted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Sean Lee in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Now it's Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first and 10, Darnold. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. This is caught with a catch right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Play action. Now Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at, well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They go play action with Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
And the blitz does come. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sean Lee in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gone! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Gone!
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Lee in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Set! Blue 90!
On second down, here's Jackson. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Green 39!
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56, Hot!
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And just shutting him off there. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. Kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Detroit! Over!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 40. Fighting him off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Danny Shelton able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danny Shelton in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
All right, now look at 56.
Play action. It's Jackson. Able to shake him off. Going and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Darnold. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Detroit!
Darnold on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sean Lee. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Gun!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Steve McClendon with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Darnold. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Darnold. Completes it to Dixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Gun!
Fournette, a first down carry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Freeman again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out come the Titans now. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. play. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.